Good morning, dear. Now today we'll discuss about Napoleon and Civil War. You know, Napoleon has given reforms that known by Civil Code 1804. From this paragraph, three marks questions may be asked in board. Write Civil Code 1804. Before starting this paragraph, we must discuss about Napoleon Bonaparte. You know, if you recall French Revolution, in this Napoleon Bonaparte took over directly ruling. In French, there was a direct rule due to the misuse of power by Robespierre, and in direct rule there were five committees, 5 persons would take the decision, and Napoleon Bonaparte took over directly, and he was military commander, but later on from a military commander he has changed dictatorship. He become a dictatorship. So in this paragraph we'll discuss about 1804 Civil Code and what were the reforms introduced by Napoleon, and earlier European citizens welcomed the Napoleon, and later on how to they hostility and refused them. In this paragraph, we'll discuss earlier they were welcomed the Napoleon Bonaparte policy, and later on they were against the policy. Why this happened in European history? So today we'll discuss about Napoleon Bonaparte and about their policies. You know, Napoleon was good policy maker. He has made the policies. He has modernized the policies, and he also introduced the new measures, ideas, equality inside France. So let's start. And if notes are not clear, I will send photo of whatever written ahead. Okay. See the first point here. Napoleon in France started rule, and he want to extend the empire. So large empire, yes, expand the empire. Belgium, other nations were conquered by Napoleon. These nations were conquered by the Napoleon. He expanded large empire and introduced the many reforms in such nations. He introduced the many reforms in European nations. Later on, he destroyed the democracy. You know here, from class 6th, we have discussed democracy is the best form. But it destroyed the democracy. It is just opposite. And after that, Napoleon was good for European nation. How it is possible? It destroyed the democracy, and after he was the good ruler, good dictators for a European. How it is possible? Because from class 6 till now, we have taught to our student democracy is the best one. But many times what happens here, there are the some limitations in democracy. In democracy, some leaders misuse their powers. In democracy, top post given to their relative. Sometimes it introduce or increase the corruption. Take the example of Pakistan, democratic nation, but most of decision taken by army. In such condition, dictatorship is better than the democracy. That's why this happens because early time in France, Louis XVI was good and public were not satisfied with him. And third state pay the taxes. Rest of two state enjoy privileges rights. There was the feudal system. That's why it destroyed the first democracy and it became dictator. From military commander to it became a dictatorship. First it destroyed the democracy inside France and took over dietary rule and started the good measurement, new policies, good administration to the public. That's why it destroyed the democracy but made administrative field more rational and efficient. Whatever decision he has made, they were good for public. Second point, abolished the privileges based on birth. Whatever rights given to the clergy and noble, he abolished the such laws. Privileges rights, those rights we got after birth and established equality before law. He established the equality before law. Means early times for different person there were the different rules. Different person treated by the different way. For example, different rule for Louis XVI, different rule for nobles, different rule for clergy. But in our country, all are equal. No matter he or she may be minister, CM, MLA, PM, whatever. Same law will be implemented on that, same implemented on other citizen. So he introduced the abolished the privileges based right, birthright, and later on established the equality before law. It was the good decision introduced by Napoleon. Feudal system. What is the feudal system? Feudal system, rulers as their areas like this and divided into different areas and divide their power. Rulers divide his power to the others. Like we can say in other words, Samant, Mansabdar in Mughal authority we can say. For example, Mansabdar, Samant, these are the part of life. So ruler subdivide his power to the other. That system is known as the feudal system. So feudal system, serfdom. What is the serfdom? Those peasants who work for ruler and for a manorial, means head of the peasants. So such farmers known by the serfdom system. That system was known by the serfdom. All peasants work together for a rulers, samant, headman for noble, and manorial dues were abolished. Manual dues were abolished. Means whatever manual powers, who was the manual head of the peasants, their powers were abolished by the Napoleon. Next, guild restrictions. What is the guild restrictions? Guild restrictions, you know, in this, for example, France divided into different parts, and guild restriction means, you know, different traders has formed different union in different region. Suppose that is the trade union in that area, another one trade union, yeah, another one trade union. So this system is known as the guild restriction, guild system. In this, what are the benefit to the traders? Many times what happens, traders give the scope for bargaining. Many times they make a union, what prices should be of particular product is decided by their trade union. So this unions, many times what happens, different product price will be here. For same product, different price will be there. So this system was, guild restrictions were removed. This system removed by the Napoleon. It was good. Suppose in our country, take example of India. You know, in our country, there is the different GST by state on petroleum. That's why petroleum prices is less in Haryana compared in Rajasthan. So such system should be removed by the central government. Prices should be equal in entire nation. That is known as the guild restriction. So guild restrictions were removed by Napoleon, and transport and communication were improved. You know, transport facility, communication part, and modern trade introduced by Napoleon. So this was the good policy for a European nation. Another one, standard weight and measures introduced. Standard weight and measure means what? You know, standard weight and measures were introduced. You listed in your book, there were the different measurement used by the European nations. For example, to measure the cloth, L shape used and different size in different nations. For example, take another one example. If you've seen in village area, so there is the different type of weight measures used by them. Like a stone, उस पे वो 1 kg वेजिटेबल वाट एवर प्रोडक्ट आपको सेल कर देते हैं when you purchase. So this is the different measurement tools used by the different people. Like a stone, sometime use another one measurement. So Napoleon standard weight and measure system introduced. यानी only so one type of measurement. For example, today we are using 1 kg, जिस पे 1 kg on iron metal weight measures there is mentioned 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg like this. So measurement system standardized by the Napoleon in for an entire nation. Uniform laws and common national currency, and currency become common for France. For all nation, single currency, common currency will be used. Earlier time different currency used in different regions because there was the feudal system earlier time. So Napoleon introduced this system inside France. Last, French armies modernized by, you know, earlier we have discussed Napoleon was military commander, and you know he want to conquer the European nation. He conquered the Belgium. He want to expand France, and how it is possible? It is possible through only French army. So you know he want to introduce, he want to increase size of army. So those people who were living in France, they already join army, and he forced to Belgium and other nations to join the France army. That's why many people they were against the Napoleon. and harbingers of liberty. Why the people welcome to the Napoleon? Because they were thought कि नेपोलियन इज हार्बिंगर्स ऑफ लिबर्टी, एक ऐसा इंसान है जो हमारे लिए लिबर्टी लेके आ रहा है. बिकॉज यू नो revolution age started inside France, first time in European nation, and other nations were under the monarchy system. So that most of people it better than monarchy कि if we become enjoy our freedom, we become enjoy our political rights, if our trade may be modernized, if our measurement or different administrative policies may be introduced, so it will be good for us. That's why they welcome Napoleon. So that's why it is written here, harbingers of liberty माना गया. But at the last, enthusiasm soon turned into the hostility, and this their thought changed into the hostility, rebel, withdraw. This changed into the hostility. What were the thought of European nation? Why? Listen. Because if I am a Belgian citizen, so my identity is a Belgian citizen. But when I may be conquered by Napoleon, so I lost my personal and political identity. So that's why many people they were against this system here. So here we have discussed policies, merit of civil code, and see what were the demerit of civil code. Good morning, and here I am recall what are the points we have discussed today. So we have discussed about Napoleon and how he destroyed the democracy, but why later on people were support to him. Because many times in democracy this happens. People are not satisfied with democracy due to the corruption, due to the misuse of leaders' relatives, due to the when prices rise up. So it is better than dictatorship become rule in that area. So dear, in this we will discuss only what are policies inside civil code. So in this we will discuss civil code. I want to revise what are the points we have discussed today. So these are the civil code point 1804. Demerit will discuss tomorrow because already video size is it is digestible or not. It is better if we daily use bite like a small bite. It better it will be digestible for all. So first here Napoleon want to expand his kingdom. So first it is my request to all board class students, please purchase one political map of India and another one world map and keep inside your study room. So when you study any one chapter, so your concept will be clear. When Belgium names come, so you don't know about where is the Belgium located, where is the France, where is the German, where is the England, like this. So it better if you purchase and keep inside your study room. So when every day you will be watch that map, so your concept will be clear about the world and it will be good for competitive exam also. And so Napoleon want to expand their kingdom inside Belgium, other nations, introduce many reforms. So first, what were different reforms introduced by Napoleon? First, he destroyed democracy, but after that, people were accepted him or his policies. Abolished the privileges based on birth, whatever right given to the noble and clergy. He banned that right and established equality before law. All become equal in front of law. No matter is ruler, is privileges rights, is noble, whatever. All are equal. It is good for all. Feudal system has been, feudal system, different type of Samant, headmen of villagers like village. Such system is built by the Napoleon. Serfdom, large farmers who work for in behalf of headmen. So serfdom system has been, and manorial means the headmen of farmers and peasants. That is known as the such farmer and headmen known as the manorial use were abolished. This system abolished by the Napoleon. Good introduce, good policy. Guild restriction we have discussed. Whatever different region have the different guild system, different measurement and different type of trade union, it is removed by Napoleon, because in entire nation one product, one price will be paid. And transport and communication system introduced. Standard weight and measure system introduced. For example, in all nation, one type of tools or measurement unit will be used. Uniform the laws for all nation, uniform the different laws, and common currency used for nation. And French army welcomed it earlier because it was the harbingers of liberty, and how the people were rebelled and hostility their policies. So dear, today's lecture we have completed, and if you have any doubt, you may be send your message, you may be asked on Zoom class. Have a good day.